look, so my take on that was on LinkedIn that we should really look into international standards, not because they're perfect, not because they will align with every need of every country one to one, but an international process is a more broad-based process, and it's let me put it this way, less le- more resistant to influence from outside factors. Let me put it that way, right? It's more resistant. When you have a really broad-based process to get to an agreement on what these standards are. Now, they're not perfect, right? Especially, and some comments that Brett was making in that conversation, those comment section in LinkedIn. For example, there's one thing about the technical way of doing something, and then that technicality of what you did. How is it presented at court? Is it enough? Is the standard enough to be able to use that data in the court in the US versus a court in Europe versus a court in, somewhere in the Pacific, whatever, right? So
Right.
those are fair things to consider. But again, I would really try to impress upon everybody the need of international standards, to try to look for them, because some standards that are really nation focused, they're more, for what we've seen, more prone to be influenced by outside entities. And the problem with that is, the science is a science, and any outside influences should be more science. That's the only influence.
Yeah.
Science, it's made better by more science, right? And even when we talk about ethics, ethics is science, right? Empathy is science. We get that. We have scientific ways of understanding it, so it has to be science. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody.
Definitely.
Look into those international standards. I mean, let me put here a comment from Jess.